What's up, traders? Matt from the Trade Brigade here doing a technical analysis on ticker symbol EVAX for Evaxion Biotech. On the left-hand side, we have the daily time frame, and on the right-hand side, the 30-minute intraday time frame. First things first, we need to be aware of what's going on in the extended hours session. Let me flip that on for you and just kind of show you the madness which has ensued ever since the bell actually rang. Technically, there has been no company-specific news that was released. Certainly, there's some speculation on the internet as to a potential buyout from Merck, some things about their cancer pipeline. There's a number of theories out there. However, there is no concrete news from the company itself, which has merited or warranted this massive price jump. So note that we've essentially come from about $7 to a high of $50, sold off big time, and are starting to consolidate here at and around the $16 mark. The first thing I would tell you about something like this is please be careful. I know it's likely not a popular opinion out there, but you need to, if you decide to trade this in the first place, you need to trade it with manageable size. This is not a trade that you just chase here all in with your account because you believe it's going back to 50. Now, could it do that? Sure. Anything is technically possible in the stock market. However, the risk is certainly not worth it. Note that if you get in at 16 here, let's just say that it holds 16 for tomorrow's open, and then it immediately dumps to fill the gap underneath, you're looking at a 50% loss if we come back down to 8. Is that really a trade that you want to tie up your entire account in, getting a 50% loss? Absolutely not. On the flip side of that coin, the upside is pretty promising, right? Or I don't want to say promising because I really don't think it's going back to 50. But if it were, you could certainly stand to reason how that percentage gain might warrant a 50% loss. However, at the end of the day, the main thing that I want you to take away from this video is that you need to size the trade appropriately. Be prepared to potentially take a 50% loss on however much you decide to dump into this trade if you decide to trade it at all. The levels I would really encourage you to pay attention to would simply be here at 21 bucks. If we can clear that into tomorrow's session, maybe on a very, very high volume move, there's a chance that it pushes higher back towards the pre-market highs. I'm not saying that we get to 50, but what I am saying is that there could be some sort of movement higher up and over 21. That would be the potential breakout point that I would watch based on the chart as of right now. A lot can happen between now and 9:30 when the bell actually rings and we see where we're going to be opening, what the overnight structure looks like. But again, as of right now, 21 is that number. If we start to break down under what I would call just 16 bucks, kind of where we're floating right now, let's go ahead and just throw that on the chart. So anything under 16 or 1580, basically this zone of support that we're starting to form, look out below. Gap is very likely going to fill back down here towards the highs of today's session, which are, if we look at the daily chart, down at $7.34. So just be aware of what's going on here. And again, the main takeaway from today's video is if you do decide to gamble and get involved in EVAX, please do so with reasonable size. That's really going to wrap up the video. Just a word of caution here. You're free to do what you want, but those are my thoughts. If you enjoyed it or learned anything new specifically about the perspective here, let me know in the comments section or by giving the video a thumbs up. Don't forget our main channel is linked in the description. And all of that being said, I wish you a green trading week.